The Daily Mojo.
My suggestion was, why not create another category?
Oh.
So you have men, you have women, then
All
you
right.
have transgender men and transgender women. And so
Didn't want to say anything, Filippo, but man, when I pulled up and saw you sitting in front, I got turned on.
we are comparing apples to apples.
I still kind of am.
That's because I always wait on you like a puppy dog.
No, not like a puppy dog, like my brother who's excited to see me.
That's what it is. A puppy dog.
What up, Pollyann? Laird Stephen Payne,
Holly
also
says,
known as the
I'm
Lep.
first. I'm first.
What up, Deb? Hi, y'all. I will not ever say y'all or type y'all. I can't do it.
Hi, Deb.
What up, Mary? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Thomas
children
Becker.
of all ages, I would like to welcome Mr. Thomas Becker to the YouTube chat room. Thank you. Good night, Texas.
Thomas Becker. 1 minute. 1 minute.
Thomas Becker. Thomas Becker. Leprechaun. What up, Linda?
Engraving and specialty design company. Much more. I'm Ron Phillips, co-owner of Romika Designs. And if you can dream it, we can probably make it. We can customize
Dr. Stucci is in the house. We are actually going to be doing a live physical exam tonight on Filippo. Apparently, we've kind of forgotten, how to do certain exams on ourselves to make sure that we stay healthy.
I'm not.
So,
I'm not turning my head or coughing.
Filippo's going to drop draws, and we are going to demonstrate the turn your head and cough method.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
We specialize in custom design and would be honored to have the opportunity to discuss it with you. Call us at 817-400-4040, email info@romikadesigns.com, or visit us on the web at romikadesigns.com.
Journey into the matrix of the mind. Stretch your imagination and challenge reality. Abnormal realities are beacons for the imagination. What society deems abnormal may be more real than we think. This is Abnormal Realities with your hosts, Ron Phillips and Rocci Stucci.
Oh, pointing.
Oh,
Sorry.
Jesus. I'm getting confused. I'm looking at the bottom of feet.
I forgot to point. I'm out of practice.
Did you know, now that I'm looking at Petey being upside down, I literally just saw something yesterday that if you stare at a human face long enough upside down, you'll actually start to see the mouth form
On their
on
forehead.
their forehead. Yep.
Really?
It's because they're talking about how your brain programs it. And then, what, bro? What just happened?
Nothing. I was looking at Petey's forehead.
What's wrong with his forehead?
Nothing. I was looking for a mouth. Welcome back, everybody. It's Thursday night. Abnormal Realities from abnormalrealities.com.
Dude,
That's
so
where
weird.
you can find all of our episodes for the past year. I think we got past our 1 year mark and didn't say anything about it.
No, 2 weeks.
Oh, it is. It's 2
July
weeks.
5th.
July 5th. Oh, thank God. Okay. I thought it was June 5th. Yeah. So yeah,
Wow.
we got almost
Wow.
a year's worth of episodes out there now.
And no roses.
No, roses. Who gets roses on an anniversary? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think we should get each other flowers. Yep.
No. I don't even get Misty flowers anymore.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, don't spend that kind of money. They're gonna die in about 3 days.
I got mixed emotions on this.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. Ladies,
I always do something else for her. I don't. It's just
I do my Dr. Stucci
Flowers are
comes
kind
out,
of a special moment type of thing. I get that.
and I understand the concept that they're going to die.
Yeah.
Right, I really do. But it is representation when you get something that's in bud mode, and you're able to watch the bloom.
Yes.
It's a representation of something new, and so lots of times that's what flowers are supposed to resemble. Not just, hey babe, I went to effing Walmart and bought these freaking roses. I got 12 of them for $8, and
Get them at Kroger. They're cheaper.
$8.99. I got it for $8. That was my Chris Rock
I don't
impersonation.
know. Sometimes I'll get up in the morning and go to Kroger and pick up some flowers on a special occasion or
Or a
whatever.
single one. A single
Just a
rose.
single flower. Yeah, I get you.
And then I bust through the room with my
With it in your mouth.
really tight underwear on, kick the door down,
Yeah, you've got it in your mouth, don't you?
and
Yeah.
then I start doing the salsa thing.
How's that work out for you?
Not well.
No, I didn't
No,
think so.
and I'm sore the next day. All right. So, so that's what I want to ask, ladies. Let me see. Anybody say anything? Do you like getting flowers? Do you look at the symbolism behind flowers, or do you just not want flowers as a gift because you rather had that 30, 40, 50 bucks spent on something else, maybe a hamburger, maybe a different kind of gift? Or do you like flowers? Do you like the sentiment behind flowers? I want to hear from you. Let us know. Just either say it in the chat or send around an email. Let them know.
Yeah. Yeah, send me an email.
All right.
That'll
So
help a lot.
I'm actually not a huge fan of something.
You and I talked about it briefly.
What was that?
You're talking a huge fan of what?
Oh, scary movies.
That's what I was about. That's what you and I talked about. I was going to say horror movies, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm definitely not a huge fan. I haven't watched a horror movie in probably 30 years.
Have you ever heard of a balchinio?
A Balchinian?
Is that how you say it?
If you're talking about the guy off of freaking Independence
I said
Day,
it wrong, man. I said it wrong.
Balchinian. Yes, I've heard of him. Why?
Why can't I get one of those correct? Just one name from one real show. I thought I was coming at you with something
Coming
right now.
from the same guy who calls it Trek Wars.
Balchinio.
Balchinian.
Fredo Balchinio is his
No,
name.
that's the Italian version.
He kind of looked Italian,
Yeah.
to be honest with you. All right. No. Okay. So Deb says that she loves flowers anytime. All right. Susan, I'd rather get flowers while I'm alive. That is one hell of a point. Miss Linda says, I like flowers, but, I can kill flowers overnight.
Yeah.
What?
Like I'm now planting flowers is a different thing. I know Rocky likes that because every time we have flowers in our flower bed, when he gets here, he has to take
Pictures.
macro pictures.
I do take macro pictures. Let me see here. Mary says, not a fan of getting flowers, but living plants. That is a good point. Living plants.
Living plants.
Ms. Holly says flowers, unless I can plant them, are a waste of money. True. No, I totally get it.
Yeah, but there's other gifts, other special gifts that you can get your spouse that doesn't die in 3 days.
Susan said her favorite flowers are L. Carnationes.
Carnations, yeah.
Yep. All right. So I do like, what's cool? And I think I brought this up on the show before because Ryan gives me crap, man. It's like, I'm trying to be an artist sometimes, when I see things that are art and I'm sitting here trying to work through my process. And Ryan has all these different questions about why I'm on my hands and knees in his front yard where there's a potential death threat towards me from fire ants.
I don't have fire ants in my yard. I keep them at bay, but yes, I often wonder why you're on your hands and knees in my yard.
Because I'm a warrior.
You're taking pictures of the flowers.
They're so tiny.
It's the funniest thing to me.
Why?
It just is. I don't think I've ever taken a photograph of a flower.
I think
Now,
it's gorgeous.
And I know you do. I know you do. And
So-
I know your back porch looked
Yeah,
like
man, like a jungle.
I mean, it was, geez, Lisa, Lisa and you set that up and there were flowers for like days
For
out there.
days. For days. Some of them are growing back right now.
Are they?
No, so here's the cool thing, and I urge each and see, we got another one of those spammers in here. Come on, Linda, do your job, girl. Let me handle this one. I got it.
Okay. You got it? All right. Kathy in the Berg says troll in the room. Yeah, I hope she's not talking about us.
Oh, Kathy?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. I think I got it. There we go. That's the second time. Ryan, are these your friends?
They're not my friends.
You sure?
I'm positive.
So, the cool thing about doing the flower thing, and everybody try it one time. You find they're little tiny flowers. They're in your grass. Literally, it's like, and you got to get as close as you can with your camera, and take a picture of it. And then I want you to clear the picture up and sharpen it up, because you see a whole nother world literally just within that picture frame, when you get right up close to a little flower, literally the size of a pea, down in the grass, you realize that deep down in the grass, there's all different types of animals and things and nature and flowers and
But you're
life.
talking about with a macro lens on a camera.
No, I use my cell phone.
Nah, the macro on your cell phone.
Yeah,
I get
correct.
that. Yeah.
Yep.
But you get as close as you can get, put it in focus, take a picture, and then you can zoom in from there even. When you,
Correct.
When you pitch
It has to stay crisp though. And then sometimes I like to take all the dark or non-worthy colors out, and I'll do a color pop, and I'll just pop the colors of the petals
of the flower. Yeah.
Yep. And then
I've seen some of your pictures, dude. They're beautiful. Don't get me wrong.
You don't feel that?
I
shit,
just
bro?
have never taken a photograph of a flower. I don't know why.
Dude, you got to find your inner
Maybe
peace,
that's
man.
maybe that's what's wrong with me.
Home.
So tell me about
Fire ants, dude. You go down in their freaking holes.
Oh yeah, see, fire ants. That's the beginning of a horror movie story.
Speaking of,
Jeez, fire
dude,
ants.
nice segue.
Yeah, fire ants suck.
Fire ants suck, and so do
And what was it?
chiggers.
Somebody said that was it? What ants is it that she said? Harvester ants. I don't know what a harvester ant is. Oh, they're back.
Mm.
I don't know why does a troll enter the room to begin with? I don't get it. Are they here? I mean, how did they even get here? Do they know about our show? If they stop and watch the show once.
Sorry, Linda. My bad.
Oh.
I don't know what I just did. Linda, I'm sorry. What did I do?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
I don't know, man. I think I just...
Don't spend the show dumping people out of the freaking chat room.
No, I accidentally deleted Linda's comment instead of the one I should have. So
did you block that person?
I don't know for sure.
Okay.
The other night, Lisa and I were watching a movie, and I'm really good at watching paranormal movies, ghost movies, demon movies. I don't know what it was about this one, though, man, because it settled with me differently. I'm not even going to lie. I'm going to be honest with everybody right about now, all right? I was a little uncomfortable. I was a little out of my element, and I don't know for sure what it was. Again, let me see. This is what we think the name of the movie is.
Hell House.
Hell House.
I don't recall ever seeing a movie called Hell House.
All right, so it was this hotel, and these people bought this hotel, and they're going to turn it into a haunted location, haunted, where people come in, a haunted fun house, right? And so these people go in and they start doing all this remodeling, and down in the freaking basement, because that's where a lot of the bad shit happened, bro. Was the basement, right? There was 4. I don't know. You don't want to call them dummies because they're human size. Well, so we can call them dummies. Yes.
Yeah,
mannequins,
okay.
dummies, whatever.
All right.
Human size of all different types of clowns or possessed zombie type of clown, right? And they'll just sit down there in the basement. And then slowly, when the movie started, dude, they started coming to life. Like they would move and then they wouldn't be real. And then they would walk up to you and stand behind you and they would be real and then they wouldn't be real. And I didn't like the real, not real thing. It was stressing me out because I didn't know when they were going to come around the corner and I was emotional. I didn't want to watch that part, right?
So like when you turn, if they were behind you and the camera was in front, you could see them moving. But when the person turned around to look at them,
so
they were a mannequin again.
Yeah. So
Okay,
they didn't realize there was one of the clowns was on top of the stairs of the basement. And one of the guys thought it was somebody dressed in a clown costume that was supposed to be an actor for this thing.
Okay.
Or he thought it was the dummy. Then they set it on top of the stairs. And he was doing something. He looked away. And then when he looked back, the clown was looking straight at him, but he didn't have eyes, but he had blood coming out the eye hole.
And this is called Hell House.
It was actually...
No, I'm out.
I'm making it sound stupid, but honestly, the movie gave me an anxiety. It was really good. I mean, that's what the movie's supposed to do, right? We talk about the TV show Poltergeist, the movie Poltergeist. Dude, the CIA literally helped make that movie because they actually did a social study on the people watching the movie on the word pig. The word pig was said in the movie Poltergeist over 350 times.
But why?
But it was at a sound level to where we couldn't consciously hear it.
Why would they do that?
Because they were monitoring the amount of stress that a movie and certain sounds and frequencies and words that they can download into you while you're watching a movie, they wanted to monitor the amount of anxiety it could create.
Okay. Oh, okay. But I don't understand the word pig. I mean,
I don't know the significance of it, but
why it was in there. I
but
would
it
have thought
was-
they'd tried to do some other subliminal,
there's something
See, that's
about
the
the
thing.
word pig.
That's
that-
the thing about watching TV, watching videos. To me, somewhere in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking subliminal messages
right.
because there are
That's all it is.
that. I mean, yeah, okay, yeah, I agree with you, but I mean,
They have to be creative, right? They have to be. I do the Tumblr commercial. By the way, somebody sent a message and complained about that, by the way.
which one?
The Tumblr commercial. Literally complained about
sent
the
a
commercial.
message?
Yeah. And his final comment was, stop making commercials that accommodate to hillbillies. I'm like, oh, okay. So you're okay, bro. All right. Yeah. So
You know what? That final sentence basically discounted
seriously,
everything.
that's exactly what
prior
I
to
said.
that.
That's exactly what I said. So you know
Yeah.
what, sir? Shut up. Shut up. People are dumb.
Go
They-
out and make your own content, dude.
They,
really.
dude, they literally go out of their way to complain about a commercial. I thought there was brilliance behind that. It gave me goosebumps on my balls.
And you worked on it for like 4 hours.
at least.
Yes, I remember.
Put time into that shit, man.
Yeah, you did.
So yeah, so there's just something about movies, and this one had that factor that where it literally created an anxiety, and I don't even know why it created the anxiety because I never had a problem with clowns. Dolls freak me out a little bit.
Wait a second. Time out. There are a lot of people who have problems with clowns.
Who here has problems with
A
clowns?
lot of people have problems with clowns because they're freaking weird.
I bet you Audrey don't.
And then the It movies didn't help at all.
Nope.
I mean,
Because
I
a clown
said-
can play a perfect freak.
I said earlier that I hadn't seen a freaking horror movie in 30 years, but that's not true. I've probably seen a few over the years, but I'm into this.
I'm not talking about Twilight.
Twilight wasn't a horror movie.
Okay. Just
No,
wanted to make sure
it was
you
not.
understood that.
It was a chick flick.
And I watched every episode.
I'm sure you did. Have you seen Stranger Things?
I think some of it, yeah.
Yeah. So I just decided I was going to get into Stranger Things, and
Okay.
that's about as far as it goes with me as far as horror movies go. And I know that's not a horror movie, but that's about it for me. Slasher movies, I don't consider horror movies. Horror movies are supernatural to me if you want to go about it. So that's what I'm saying. Stranger Things is about as far as I'll go, and shoot, this fourth season was a little bit overboard.
I heard it was, but 1028 Productions, a.k.a. Doc Skinner in the house, said he was in a horror movie and he was killed by a clown.
That doesn't surprise me.
Dude, that's
Clowns are killers. I had a buddy went to clown school, clown college,
Dude, I totally would.
and I'm like,
Should we for a day just go do bring the cameras, dude, and have fun with it?
what? Do what?
Go to a clown school
No,
and just play with the dudes.
no. It's not like you dress.
Roll a midget
When
around
you
or
go to
something,
clown
you know?
college, making your face up is only a very small part of it.
No, I want it all.
It's the acting and
Yes,
all this other
dude.
stuff. No, I'm out.
Dude, we could do it, dude. We could do a perfect team.
Didn't John Wayne Gacy dress up as a clown, or Ted Bundy, one of those guys? One of those guys dressed up as a clown. See, that's the freaky part about it. They got that painted on fake ass smile.
Ooh.
No. Mm-mm.
And it'll sweat and it's kind of coming down with little blood coming down the eyeball
No.
from the eye hole.
No, and it's weird. I don't know why that's so freaky, but and I didn't used to be. I'm not really afraid of clowns. They're just weird.
He said it was called The Damned.
What's
That
that? Oh,
sounds
the movie he
familiar.
was
That
in,
sounds
The Damned.
familiar,
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Deb, of course, she loves Stranger Things. Yeah, I heard that this season was pretty over the top. Heard
Yeah.
through one of our confidential sources.
Yeah, it was pretty over the. It was the wildest season of the 4 so far.
Dude, who writes these things? Do you
The
ever think
Duffer
there's
Brothers.
government? Do you think they're involved somehow, like conspiracies, government behind the scenes, kind of manipulation of people's thoughts, steering them, UFO disclosure,
It's desensitization,
alien sex?
probably.
Salute,
me.
bro.
Thank
You okay?
Hey, I muted my mic. I'm good
No.
though, dude.
Sure.
I got it all over that.
I know you did. I feel it.
Yeah.
All right. So,
What other horror movies have you seen that you remember?
well,
That of course
okay. So
you know
I actually,
about my Boggy Creek.
I have one here. I have a list here, but I'm not going to look at this list right now. And I don't even think, oh yeah, I think it is on there. So I'm going to
The
tell
Exorcist.
you. Nope.
That's the number one.
The one that psychologically damaged me as a kid, because I think we all have the kid one. I think my sister was like Children of the Corn. Don't you dare, Phillips. Dude.
The Legend of Boggy Creek.
Were you just going to sneeze again?
No, I was not.
It looked like you were priming.
No.
It looked like you were priming.
I have an itchy throat.
That one was the one you
That's the one that freaked me out about Bigfoot.
changed your life.
Changed my seriously.
We should watch
To
it.
this day. You know, I've seen it since I was a kid.
And you haven't healed?
No, because the second time it was just as bad.
Are you serious, bro? We should watch it again.
I think we own it.
The movie that tore your life apart.
Yeah, Misty bought it just to
Of course she
mess
did.
with me.
So whenever you pissed her off, she'll just be like,
No, dude, I think I opened it in a Christmas gift one year. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh man. Was like,
what were you like?
It freaked me out.
Do it again.
No, I'm not doing
Just
that.
do it one more time.
No, it gets you all
I
excited.
want to put that in
and I
slow
don't like
motion.
that. No.
So one of the movies that tripped me out the most when I was a kid was The Exorcist. Oh no, son of a bitch, not The Exorcist, Evil Dead. See, you put that in my
Evil
brain.
Dead.
Evil Dead. Okay, two parts in there that really messed me up. When they were by the cellar door, the basement door of the cabin,
Okay.
they had it chained down and they got a little comfortable, right? And somebody got close to that trap door on the floor, and that chick down there that was all possessed and shit, her head slammed up and the door opened like 4 or 5 inches, and she was right there with her possessed face and her eyeballs were peeking out. That hurt my soul a little bit. Okay.
No.
That freaked me out. I still remember sitting next to my Uncle Ronnie, and then my mom came home while we were watching the movie, and my Uncle Ronnie almost had a heart attack because that's how serious that movie was to us at that time. We were like in hell watching this. I'm still going to counseling. I just want to let everybody know for that.
Evil Dead.
And then there's the part
there's
where the girl was running, she was escaping. And you know, in these movies, whenever people escape, guaranteed they're going to fall, right? They're going to fall at the most inappropriate time. And just to kind of stress you out a little bit more. But the weirdest part is that she fell on her stomach and then she rolled over to get up, and something, whatever it was, threw a spear. And that spear literally like almost went right up in her hoo-ha.
Look at that.
That's it.
That's
what I'm talking
freaking
about.
Weird, dude.
Send that to me. We got to show everybody that we got 3 minutes. So now you
That
feel
is
me.
Weird.
Thank you. See, dude, I feel vindicated. Thank you.
God, he's like, that's it.
That's it, dude. I actually just kind of feel emotional right now. I'm showing everybody. I don't even care.
Oh,
Did you send it?
yeah.
All right, come on.
I got you. I got you.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
All right. So let me do this.
Yeah. So Evil Dead. I mean, I don't remember. Obviously, I haven't seen the Evil Dead
Where did you send it?
Messenger.
Okay.
Isn't that where you wanted me to send it?
Yeah, just-
Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah. So is this is off of Evil Dead?
Yep.
Because that's a freaky little. I don't want to wake up at night. What was she in a box?
No, she was in the basement. She was in the basement. So she got possessed. I can't remember how she got possessed. Or she turned into this monster, but they locked her in the basement. And that's the only way until they had to figure out what they could do because it was dark outside, and the car probably broke down, like a rat probably ate the battery cord or something. So they couldn't escape. So they were trapped. I'm pulling it up right now. Here we go.
God, dog, there's a bunch of them. Look at that one.
Okay, how do I zoom here?
Yeah. Oh, here's the picture he's talking about. 3, 2.
Yep, ain't happening, bitches. No, see, now you guys know why I got traumatized as a freaking kid. Imagine being a vulnerable child that went to Catholic school and had 2 friends sitting in a dark room seeing this with no emotional support.
Look at the one underneath that.
Oh, okay. Well, so I go like this.
I think you have to go the other way. No, there it is.
See, that's some bullshit, dude. See, as you noticed, this creature evolved.
But she was stuck in the basement?
No, she was locked. There's the chains. They had to lock her in there to see, so they had to trap her because otherwise she wanted to eat everybody.
So she started off like a kid
A
and then
regular
turned
person.
into this?
Yeah, so you see how she got worse?
Okay.
See what happens?
Yeah, that's probably not that's the kind of shit I don't That's the kind of shit I think I found gives me nightmares. And I used to suffer from night terrors, of course. Everybody knows that already. But
I can assure you she voted for Biden.
Evil Dead is not one of those. Did you say you had a list of them?
Yes, I do. Let's cover that when we get back because we only got about 50 seconds before we have to get out. But I have a list of, I think, like the top 15 horror films. And I want to know if you guys agree or disagree. Because some of them I can see it, but some of them I can't.
Yeah, and then when we get back from the break, after we finish Rocky's horror movie list,
some of this going on.
Scientists said that gray aliens are descended from abducted people. How in the hell can that be? What?
Bro.
It's kind of an interesting theory, and we're going to get to that here in a little bit as well. You can find our podcasts and our past episodes. Stop, dude. On abnormalrealities.com. That's where you can find all of our information. We do have, so far, we've got another 10 fantastic guests lined up over the next 2 months. Thank you, Michelle Freed. We appreciate that.
Odyssey Radio, kids, ODYSY, OdysseyRadio.com. Look us up. We'll be right back. Stand by.
2 minutes.
At Romika Designs, we're more than just a laser engraving and specialty design company. Much more. I'm Ron Phillips, co-owner of Romika Designs, and if you can dream it, we can probably make it. We can custom laser cut and engrave on nearly all material. Great for one-of-a-kind gifts, home decor, business and specialty items, or personalized and logo designs created just for you or your company. Allow us to become your go-to gift and specialty project partner. Romika Designs can help make your ideas a reality. We're ready to help you design and create that special gift for any occasion or engrave your personal or business logo on just about any product. View our designs at romikadesigns.com or simply email us with your ideas. We specialize in custom design and would be honored to have the opportunity to discuss it with you. Call us at 817-400-4040, email info@romikadesigns.com, or visit us on the web at romikadesigns.com. Controversial commercial.
Do you have fewer than 3 bowel movements a week? Are your stools dry, hard, and or lumpy? Your stools are difficult or painful to pass? Do you have stomach aches and maybe stomach cramps? Do you feel bloated and nauseous? Do you feel that you haven't completely emptied your bowels after a movement? Well, if that's the case, then the chances are pretty good you are dehydrated. So what you need to do is go to www.insanecustomtumblers.com. We have hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of images that you can purchase for your personalized tumbler today. If you're looking for a custom design, we can help you with that. Insane Custom Tumblers is the one-stop shop for you. Once again, go to insanecustomtumblers.com. Again, that is insanecustomtumblers.com. Use code INSANE20 for a 20% discount today. InsaneCustomTumblers.com. Poop well, my friends. Poop well.
Welcome back to Abnormal Realities, folks. My name is Ron Phillips. That's Rocky Stucci.
How you doing?
And Petey. Ladies and gentlemen, Petey. All right. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Still no gender.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Stucci. We appreciate that. All right. So finish up your list.
Dude, hold on. I'm absorbing that Dr. Stucci part. Are you ready for your exam, Mr. Phillips?
Yeah. What? I forgot how the joke went, but it cracked me up. A blind guy. A deaf gynecologist.
Yeah. Go ahead. Say the joke.
I'm not telling.
Say the damn joke. You just said half of it. How does a blind gynecologist communicate with his patients?
No, it's a deaf.
Or a deaf. How does a deaf gynecologist communicate with his patients?
I know the answer. I just don't like the answer.
The way that a deaf gynecologist communicates with his patients.
Up a good joke, can't we?
Is he reads their lips.
Yes, we can F up. My dad used to tell me you could F up a wet dream. All right. Horror movies.
All right. So, would you do a nun?
Wasn't a stripper a horror movie? No, that was a horror movie. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Which one?
I'm just joking.
I want to work
It was
there.
a joke.
Oh, okay. Oh my God, Ron Phillips.
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna have to start with your story because I had to shut down my browser and reopen
Oh,
it.
you lost everything.
Yeah,
All right.
I just realized that.
Scientists said that gray aliens are descended from abducted people. Now, I don't know about this, but the grays, are all depicted in a specific manner. They have the big round head, the almond-shaped eyes, the little slit for the mouth, etc. But there's an interesting theory here. In popular culture, the so-called gray aliens are often depicted as creepy doubles of humans, and Professor David Jacobs claims that one physiological feature could prove that they are all descended from abducted
Oh yeah,
people.
what
do
kind
you
of
think that is?
physiological features? Toes? We all
No.
got 10 toes.
No. A professor who has studied alien life has proposed his unusual theory, claiming that the grays were created using human DNA obtained from abducted people. Isn't that what they do? Poke and prod when they abduct you? Yeah.
E.T. phone home.
Don't do that. That's
E.T.
nasty.
phone home.
Despite their popularization in such films, no scientific evidence for the existence
He
of
said
gray
that's
aliens
nasty.
has ever been offered. However, Temple University history professor David Jacobs, who specializes in ufology, has consistently claimed that aliens are walking the earth and are allegedly preparing a, quote, total invasion. And maybe that's why we see these movies. Maybe they're trying to desensitize
I
us.
think it's time.
I think it's time, too. And now, speaking on the Richard Dolan Show, the professor has put forward his theory of how the grays came about, suggesting that they may have been created as a result of experiments on abducted people. When people say they've been abducted, they're almost always talking about gray aliens. He clarifies before laying out his theory. When we were abducted, they used part of us to create gray aliens. The reason I say gray aliens might have human DNA is because gray aliens have two huge black eyes.
Oh,
They have two holes for the ears. This is important because you cannot exist normally without being able to hear everything around. David also acknowledged that grays are often characterized by having two nose holes, just like humans. But he claimed that the anomaly was that the grays have a slit for their mouth, which he thought nonsensical. Here's why. The question is, why do they have a slit for their mouth? They don't breathe.
I know
There is no
why.
evidence that they breathe.
I know why.
And they get very close to people, sometimes even touching their foreheads.
They
he
sure
continued.
do. What's up?
I asked every eyewitness I came across,
Yeah.
do you feel their breath on your face?
Oh,
The answer is always no. They don't have lungs. They have very thin little bodies. They don't have expanding and contracting lungs.
so how do they breathe?
They don't talk, but communicate telepathically. They don't eat in the usual way that we do. So why is there a gap for the mouth? The fact is that these grays certainly have human DNA, which allowed them to become so.
Well, did we not talk to somebody who said that the grays do the dirty deeds?
Maybe,
Remember
or
that?
at least walked them around and let them see it.
They do the anal stuff.
Yeah. According to the professor, everything happens for a reason. There is some purpose in all of this, but whether it will be an invasion or something else, only time will tell. Interesting. So a gray alien has a slit for a mouth, but they don't breathe and they don't eat.
Well, what's in there?
I don't know.
Like, is it just a hole?
I don't know. He didn't go into that.
Well, we got to understand what we're talking about here. I mean, it could just be there.
He didn't go into it, dude. I have no
How do
idea.
we know then that's not maybe the spot? You know what I'm saying?
Mary says if gray aliens are created using human DNA and grays are the ones doing the abducting, then who conducted the experiments that created the first gray aliens? See? Smart people.
So many questions.
Smart people. No, I've got you.
No, I think that the great aliens are just all part of the same gerbil bowl, right? That we're in.
The same gerbil bowl.
Yeah, we're in a gerbil bowl. That's literally what this planet is, and they just kind of mix some aliens in there, just to kind of flavor it up a little bit.
Okay.
No, honestly, I'm sticking with my theory. We were planted here. We didn't evolve here, and they've been intermixed in our species this entire freaking time. There's probably some species that are so intermixed with our species that they pretty much look human. You know, I'm telling you. You know, and then you brought up the other day, last week, ancient technology. We talk about ancient technology. When we talk about the dinosaurs, when this entire planet got tore up, right? How do we know that was a meteor? How do we know it wasn't some alien saying we need to reset, so we got to go blow anything up that's going to potentially extinct us? You know what I'm saying? So they had to get rid of all the big shit, right? And then kind of seated us down here and says, now figure it out. And we'll just kind of be here watching. I don't know. Just a theory.
There's a lot of cool theories out there. There are, but some of them freak me out.
But not one can be proven.
Not one. That's why they're theories. Yes.
That's the most frustrating part.
Yeah. I mean, we had a theory of a black hole for a long time, and apparently we found one.
And it was pink.
It wasn't black. Is that what you're saying? I got you. I'm with you. No, I'm with you. I played the joke along with you.
All right.
Weird. Okay.
So, all right. So it's Grays, which seems to be the most popular alien that everybody talks about. They would probably be the ones I would probably chill with.
Grays?
Yeah.
So Grays, at one point we talked about Grays being drones, did we not?
We did.
And drones are the workers.
Yes.
Yeah. So is it the Nordics that are controlling these drones, the Greys?
Ooh, remember, there's a whole hierarchy. We went through the whole list. I don't know if it was the Nordics. So I think the Nordics are the big, tall blondes.
Yes.
They may be the big chiefs, so they may be the big chiefs. You know, they may be in charge. You know, but I thought they were part of the reptilian lineage, Nephilim, interbreeding stuff.
Maybe.
You know,
who was it we had on the show that talked about Dave Scott looking out across the field at the very tall alien? Yeah.
It was an alien, or it was a Bigfoot? It was an alien.
It was an alien,
and it ripped the dog in half. Was that Dave?
No, that was the Bigfoot and my Bigfoot buddy.
No, that was the possessed demonic dog.
Oh yes.
Dave,
okay,
Dave,
maybe so.
Dave said he. I can't remember if it was a Bigfoot or if it was an alien that had
we need
a dog.
to get Dave back on the show.
And it just said,
yeah.
And that troubled me. That kind of hurt my feelings a little bit.
Well, it hurts my feelings about the freaking dog.
But it's so weird. I mean, literally, we keep talking about, are they going to visit us? Chances are they've been here the whole time. They've been watching the whole time. It's just because we are where we're at for being advanced on this planet. Shit. I guarantee you there's been species around millions upon millions of years before us. We need to really stop thinking we're so damn special that we are the ones that started the universe. You know?
True.
But we got a lot of theories. Theories are fun.
I read somewhere the other day that what we know as the men in black are actually alien.
Yes.
And not human.
That's right.
And I've seen photographs, that you can't really, they're kind of blurry, but.
Weren't people saying like they would take their glasses off and they would have like cat eyes and shit?
Oh, I don't know. Or no eyes or something.
So Lisa used to have cat eyes contacts.
Really? That's got to be freaking weird.
All depends.
On what? On what?
I don't know.
The situation.
You know what I'm saying?
Weirdo. Let's go with your list.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the main event of this broadcast. Right now, what we're going to be doing is talking about the top 15 horror movies. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Now, again, this isn't from us. This isn't our studies. This is from, it's called We Got This Covered.
The 15 best horror movies of all time.
That's what they say.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so.
Is it going to start at 15?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So it just has the best ones. So it says right here, The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. None of you know what that is except maybe one or two of you.
Have you ever seen it?
Dude, that when I was like 12.
You've seen that movie?
Hell no.
I didn't think so.
It's from 1920.
Okay. And it's called The Cabinet?
Yep. And you can actually go watch it on YouTube now.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's called The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari.
All right, let's not.
All right. And then we go to
I can't believe that was one of the 15.
Halloween.
Halloween is
1978.
Yeah, Halloween's classic series of the Halloween franchise, if you will. Now, was that Jason? Was Jason Halloween?
No, Jason, what? Wait a minute.
Or
Friday the 13th.
okay. Jason Voorhees. That's Friday the 13th. Okay. What was Halloween? What was that character's name? Do you remember?
Oh, Phillips. It was. I'm going there. I just needed to get to YouTube.
Michael Myers.
Yeah, there it is. Michael Myers.
Yeah.
That was Michael Myers.
Michael Myers. Okay.
Yeah, Michael Myers. Audrey, I knew that, of course.
Friday the 13th's got to be in that list of 15, but all right, go
Friday
ahead.
the 13th, you said?
It's got to be in the list.
It might be.
All right.
So
Halloween.
We got Halloween, and then the next one is going to be, I don't know if you've heard of this one. It's a little bit older. It says The Night of the Hunter.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Night of the Living Dead. Night of the Hunter. Nope, never heard of it.
Never heard of it? All right. That was a 1955 movie.
That's why I've never heard of it before my time.
Apparently, they were a big freaking deal back then. All right, here we go. Part 2 from 1982. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for The Evil Dead Part 2.
So, okay.
All right. Well,
Evil Dead Part 2. Well, I didn't see any of the Evil Deads.
No, not interested.
Which one was it you saw that had the girl in the box?
Part 1.
Okay.
All right. From 2003. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for Saw.
Okay, no, I didn't see any
You
of
didn't
those.
see none of those?
No. Did you?
Oh.
I've seen like snippets of it. Like Misty would watch it or something like that. That just seems like a freaky, weird, kind of psychotic
Dude.
thing to me.
But like they're chained up. There's 2 people in this freaking men's shower in a prison, and they're chained up, and they open up a little box, and they either have to cut their hand off to get to the next key with a butter knife, or they die.
Yeah, I know. See, it takes a freaking weird mind to think or to write these movies like this. That's what worries me, is that there are people out there who think like these movies are created.
For real. What was that other one where that plays the alarm? Purge.
I did see one of the Purge movies.
Yeah. Do you got a list? Tell me, if there was like a legitimate thing where 6:00 p.m. this Friday, you have till 6 a.m.
And we were going to watch horror movies?
Lawless, The Purge.
Oh, would I?
Do you have a list? If you're to go out to purge somebody legally.
I don't think I have a list. I thought you were talking about a list of horror movies. No.
Do you have anybody that
do I have a list of anybody that would be on my purge list?
Yeah.
There's probably a few people who are really close to being on my purge list, but I don't have any specific purge. I think more than anything, I would be all about protecting myself, because I'm pretty sure I'm on some purge lists.
Oh, no, dude, you are.
Yeah. There's no question, actually. The guy who flipped my wife off today, he'd be on my purge list. Yeah.
Excuse me?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, cut her off in traffic and then flipped her off and then followed her into a parking lot. It was not pretty. Yeah, and I was 30 minutes away. I couldn't have gotten there in time if I needed to.
Big bad man, right?
Yeah. Well, it was him and his woman.
Oh.
In a big white truck.
Oh.
That's about all I know so far.
Tough guy.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty. But that person would be on my purge list.
Oh, I wouldn't need the purge.
Okay. You don't need to wait for 6:00 Friday. Is that what you're saying?
No.
All right, go ahead.
I hope he's watching.
He's not watching. These kind of people don't watch our shit. Go ahead. Next one.
All right. The next one on the list, ladies and gentlemen, from 2017, also known as 2017, a movie called Get Out.
Okay. Get Out was a pretty good movie. I saw that one.
Is it?
I don't think I remember that one as being that scary. There was another one that came out not too long ago that was pretty scary called Us, I think. It was where the family had a duplicate of themselves, but the duplicate family was all freaking crazy as crap. Anyhow, okay, go ahead. I think it was called Us. I didn't watch that one.
I've never seen Get Out. Oh, oldie but goodie. Ladies and gentlemen, from 1960, the movie Psycho.
Psycho.
Yeah, I remember the shower scene.
Have you seen Psycho, the movie? You know, I don't
Yes,
think
I have. Yes,
I don't
I
think
have.
I've seen the movie.
What?
I've seen the Psycho set during the Universal Backlot tour.
You never seen the old black and white?
I've seen the shower scene because that's the one that when you look up Psycho on YouTube,
Yeah, you do.
that's the one that you get.
Ooh.
They don't show anything.
I don't
but
care.
her
When you're young,
screaming.
you do see things.
Now, I
Dude,
think
when
I
you're
saw,
9 years old, you see a belly button, you're like,
I think I saw not the remake, but the later one that guy did. Norman Bates.
it's not the same.
Yeah.
Even though it's
I
low
don't
budget,
think I don't think it was a remake. I think it was just
but it was a
Psycho
psycho
2.
movie. Yeah.
It was Psycho 2 or something like that.
I mean, dude's mom was dead in a wheelchair.
Yeah. And he talked to her.
It's like, bro, mental illness, you think, bro, just a little bit? We know who you voted for.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. From 1987, ladies and gentlemen, the next movie on the list is Hellraiser.
Hellraiser wasn't that bad.
I didn't see it. I ain't watching a
That's
movie
the
with
guy
a
with-
man with
that's-
nails all over his face.
Yeah, exactly. Who wrote this list? Because these aren't scary.
Oh, from 1931. Ladies and gentlemen, the next movie is Frankenstein. Frankenstein.
That's a famous horror movie. That and the werewolf and
You know, honestly, you think about it. Put yourself back into the 30s and 40s. Back then, you see something like this because they're not even used to TVs. They all had to go to one person's house on the block, the one person that had that little tiny black and white TV to watch this kind of stuff, or go to a movie theater. Right? They were horrified by that movie.
yeah. Oh yeah.
We watch it now. We're like,
Yep.
What is this crap? Like, give me some special effects, bro. Okay, moving on. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, from 1980,
Nightmare on Elm Street.
The Shining.
Oh, now I've seen that.
I think I did too.
Now that's what I consider a slasher movie.
What's that?
The Shining.
What's a slasher movie?
Where a crazy person kills another crazy person.
Oh.
It's not like Supernatural in its, you know what I'm saying? Hell, it took me everything I could to watch Poltergeist back in the 80s, 90s, whatever, when it came out. 80s, I think.
Another one too was The Hills Have Eyes. And I didn't think it's on this list. That movie kind of freaked me out, where people lived in the mountains and you just disappeared. And they took you in and you became their slave.
Really?
The Hills
Yeah.
Have Eyes.
Okay.
All right, here we go. All right. Oh, from 1974, when I was 1 year old, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That's the original Texas
The
Chainsaw
original
Massacre.
OG.
Yeah. That, I don't think I saw the 74 version. I did see the one with Renee Zellweger.
Silent Hill's another good one.
That's the one that cracks me up. That movie. It reminds me of the Geico commercial where I guess it was a Geico commercial where in all horror movies, they always run into the room with the chainsaws or they never escape when they have the opportunity to escape. You know what I'm saying?
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right. Next one on the list. Yep, from 1978, we have Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead. Okay. That's it?
Okay.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that was done. All right.
I don't like that list.
I don't like it either. It's dumb. Oh, here you go. Ladies and gentlemen, from the year after the song Billie Jean became #1 on the charts. From 1984, the movie is A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yes. That one scared me. See, that one is supernatural in its, right? Yeah. And guess what?
What?
One of the episodes in season 4 of Stranger Things has that Freddy Krueger guy in it.
What? He
Yeah.
still exists?
The guy who was the character Freddy Krueger. I can't remember his
I
name.
think I could take him.
He is a character in season 4 of Stranger Things.
You know, dude, Freddy Krueger never really intimidated me. I honestly, I thought that if I could get his ass down and just duct tape his hand to something, I think I could take the rest of them. Either that or you got to cut the hand off. And then what superpowers has he got? He don't have superpowers. right?
Yes.
He didn't have no major incredible strength, did he? He just had the fingers, bro. He was a Edward
Actually, he
Scissors
did
hands
have
in
strength,
half.
didn't he?
Could you imagine him and Edward Scissors hands going at it?
Oh, yeah.
That would be a scrap. That would be some OG shit.
So
for
in
real.
2018, a movie came out that Misty said scared the hell out of her.
What? Oh, yeah.
A Quiet Place. I
agree.
They always try to get me to go with them. I'm like, you know the answer to this.
Yeah, no, A Quiet Place was a great movie.
It turns out that humans are loud. Footsteps boom, food crunches, doors creak painfully. Exquisite use of sound means that every noise that the family makes feels like an agonizing step closer to death. Wow. So that's, yeah.
Well, the last one I got on here is The Exorcist.
All right. Now, here's one that I don't think I will ever see. And it's funny for me to say this, right? It's funny for me to say this because I walk my ass into the Haunted Hill House. But the movie Paranormal Activity.
I get it. I feel what you're saying.
But you know why I will never see that? Because in that movie, it's purposefully happening. It's happening purposefully. In other words, you know it's going to happen because it's the movie. So they got to make it scary. But going into the Hill House, it was all about waiting for something to happen, right?
At this house here at the Paranormal Activity, they're praying to God nothing was going to happen.
Look, the one that I thought would scare people the most, honestly, was the Blair Witch Project.
Dude,
do you remember that one?
Dude,
did you watch that?
I saw it about 6 months ago, dude.
I've not seen it.
I do not want to get circled in the woods to where you're on this vicious circle and you can't get out of anywhere and you keep running into the same spot. Then you see this freaking house that you know one of your friends are in there.
1999.
And then they go in the basement of the house and there's that whoever it was standing up face up against the wall. I'll be like, bro, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll go get some help. You would just wait right there.
And it was shot with a handheld recorder.
The whole thing.
That made it look too real. Honestly. It was first person camera shot.
That was what the first really like the leader of the industry with that
Correct.
first person stuff.
Yeah. Nope.
I thought it was fantastic. No, I didn't think it was fantastic. But if you're going to gauge a scary movie to your uncomfort level, that had some spots. Like it drug out forever, right?
I didn't see it.
You see people walking around the woods for an hour before shit starts happening. They got to pace up a little bit on some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Maybe had a couple more actors.
Weren't these some students? That weren't
Something.
they students?
They were young kids, yeah.
That were beginning filmmakers that made this, and it got so much money, made so much money.
Yeah, I thought it's brilliant. You know, it's just the way they did it, and then the eyeball up to the screen.
Or
I'm so sorry.
Or the person standing in the corner.
I'm so sorry. I didn't like that part at all.
No.
That's the part that messed me up.
No.
Yep.
All right. Well, that was the show.
Man, I love you guys. Ron loves you. We love you together. We're group hugging all you guys right now, except you right back there.
Yeah, we do have some guests coming up in the next few weeks and months. So stay with us. We've got let's see, it's probably too late for me to search, and
we got a whole bunch of cool guests coming on, and we'll post all the upcoming guests everywhere, right? Go ahead, give us a quick breakdown, Phillips. Go!
Yeah, so we've got Kimberly McGeorge, Dr. Kimberly McGeorge. We've got Michelle Carpenter, Dr. Scott Taylor from the Afterlife Files, who's got a show on our network. We're finally going to get him on. Robert Lindsay Milne. Yeah, fantastic.
OdysseyRadio.com, kids. ODYSY. OdysseyRadio.com. AbnormalRealities.com. I love you guys. Love you. Philip.
Peace.